Started going to the gym, or you're just planning to go to the gym. Now, the next question: what exercises should I do? And what are the best exercises to do that would build muscle fast? But are they beginner friendly? I'm going to tell you 10 exercises that are beginner friendly and also builds muscle fast for a beginner. Again, this is just my opinion, so deal with it. Exercise number one: squats. King of exercises. The title has been given, not by me, by everyone else. It targets your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and also it keeps your core strong. Squats are a very good compound movement, and they, because it's a compound movement, it targets a lot of muscles and building up a lot of muscle on your lower body. And it's also an essential basic movement, a primal movement. So mastering it would be a good thing. A pro tip is when you are doing a squat, you start off with body weight. As it gets easier, then you can move into Smith machine. And once you feel like, yes, I'm able to do squats relatively easy, then you can start to do your back squats. Pro tip: when you're doing squats, especially back squats, this is from Tom Platz, is to keep the nose facing the ceiling. That way your chest doesn't cave in and you are doing good, perfect squats. Number two, again, it's for the leg, it is the leg press. You can target your quads, hamstrings, and glutes. Even you can emphasize these muscles by doing different leg placements on the machine. Why I have put this in the list is because unlike squat that uses your weight also, leg press doesn't. It isolates the lower body and keep your back against the seat, protecting your lower back, making it easier to target your legs efficiently and without any major risk. A pro tip for this is once you are at the extended position, go till you feel your knees are soft. Do not lock them. And in the same time, when you do come back, make sure that your butt doesn't lift off from the padding or the seat. Number three, bench press. Targets your chest, shoulders, and tricep. Bench press is a very good exercise to target your chest, build some muscle there, and build some strength there. Also, you're gonna build some massive chest gains where you will be like, ladies, eyes up here.
What do you mean by that?
A pro tip when you're doing bench press is always keep your back sunk into the bench. And when you're pushing, don't think about pushing the weight away from you. Think about pushing the back into the bench and deeper into the bench. That for some reason makes it a little bit more easier for visualizing and pushing the weight. Number four, pull ups. No, I'm just messing around. Lat pull downs. Pull ups are a good exercises, but it's not beginner friendly. Not everyone can do a pull up. But a lat pull down, yes, you can set that machine up to an extent where you can mimic a pull up. It targets your lats, your traps, and your bicep, and a little bit of forearms as well. Pro tip: when you're pulling the bar down, don't think about pulling from your wrist, think about pulling from your elbow. This engages the lats even more better. And also don't go wide apart, just keep it right above the shoulders. Again, this is not said by me, this is a tip given by Dorian Yates himself. Number five, bent over rows. This is a powerhouse of an exercise if you can do it properly. And as you build strength, you are going to lift some massive weights with this one. It increases your upper back, builds muscle in your back, improves your posture, and builds even your overall upper body strength. A pro tip for this is when you are doing bent over rows, keep your head on a bench that is angled 45 degree. So that way you know you are not gonna sway up and down and cheat your movement through. Number six, seated shoulder press. Targets your shoulders and your triceps. Everyone has this ideal body map in their head, and one of the main features would be for the guy especially is to have a wider shoulder and a narrow waist. So, shoulder press would get you that bigger shoulder. And since you're doing it seated, you are taking away the fact of injury, making it a very beginner friendly. Pro tip: when you are doing shoulder press and you keep your elbows slightly forward, don't keep them flared out. Slightly forward to keep your shoulder healthy and injury free. Number 7, upright row. Also targets your shoulders, mostly your traps and your upper back. So, shoulder press targets your shoulders or the delts, but upright rows targets your traps mostly, giving you that heightened look. When you wear that t-shirt, there is a little bit of more frame rather than you big neck and then shoulder flat. Pro tip for this is always keep your elbows above the bar. One second is do not bring it above your chest line, because that way you are not going to injure your rotator cuff. There's a lot of way you can mess this exercise up. So try to keep them underneath the or with your chest line to minimize the risk of an injury. Number 8, dips. So I'm talking dips mostly targeted for the triceps, but you can do dips also to target your chest. But we'll talk tricep. And a beginner friendly would be bench dips. Why I have included this is because again, when we go to the gym, we want to have some great picture arms, and we see people busting up and having arms that would literally rip the t-shirts off. And tricep is 66% of your total arm size. So getting your tricep as big as possible would give you that big arm look. A pro tip when you are doing bench dip is do not push straight up, push it slightly forward. So that way you are engaging a lot more tricep. And when you are at the top, do not lock your joints. Keep them soft, but do not lock your joints. That would get your tricep to engage the most without injuring your joint. Number 9, bicep curls. You all know the reason. Everyone goes to the gym, and the first thing they try to get out of the whole body part is some good biceps. So we have to include some bicep curls as well. Pro tip is by changing your grip position, meaning being closer to your shoulders, going away from your shoulders, or by getting the palms in towards the shoulder, can emphasize different portions or different areas of your biceps. Again, it can emphasize, it cannot isolate them. It just have this, the weight moves a little bit different onto the muscle angles. Number 10. It's a very controversial one for me, by the way. There are many people or many trainers that stick by it, and many lifters also believe it. I feel like this exercise is not a beginner friendly, and also it can cause a lot of injuries, and that is deadlift. It targets your whole posterior chain. It targets your hamstrings, it targets your glutes, it targets your lower back, and it even targets your traps, lats, and even your forearms. But it is an exercise that has very high risk, but also if you can lift very good and very protected or very carefully, then the amount of strength you can gain from this exercise is just massive. A pro tip is when you are starting to do deadlift, make sure that you start light and work your way. Doesn't matter if you can lift 100 kilos, it doesn't matter, but you always start with a lighter weight. Make sure your body feels good, and then you start to lift. And also keep the bar closest to your body. So keeping the bar close to your shin and starting your lift there. And there you go. 10 exercises that are beginner friendly and also help you pack muscles as fast as possible. Again, remember, form is key. Take it slow. Focus on the technique, not on the weight. As you do that, you can gradually increase the weight and make yourself look better and strong, and also gain some confidence while you're at it. And if you enjoy this, a thumbs up would be lovely. Subscribe for more and comment down below if you have any exercises that you feel should be included in the list and I might have not mentioned it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.